Okay. Go ahead, sweetie.
Hi, my name is Andrea. I'm from Virginia. I became pregnant at the age of 18. Scared and confused, I went to a local Planned Parenthood to seek advice. They misled me into believing that abortion was the best solution, promising a quick, easy, and safe procedure and a return to my normal life. I was given no other options, and with a quickly made appointment, I sat in the waiting room of an abortion facility. I would never meet the person about to take the life of my child. He just entered the room, and without any explanation of what was going to occur, he began the procedure. The procedure was intensely painful and felt exactly like what was happening. I felt every bit of that. As the suction violently destroyed my baby, I could only bite my lip and stare at the wall before me. When the abortion was complete, I was led to a room where other women were recovering, most of them weeping and moaning. I sat there and I waited for that feeling of relief. The problem was solved. But that's not what I felt. I felt shame. I just let a complete stranger rip my baby from my womb. Shortly after my abortion, I became ill and developed a high fever. My mother, not knowing what I had done, took me to the emergency room. I would become admitted and given IV antibiotics for an infection, and I would remain in the hospital for over a week. I tried to resume my normal life, but thoughts of that day kept haunting me. The sounds of the suction, the coldness of the room, and the other women moaning. I became depressed, and alcohol and drugs became my friend. I developed a promiscuous lifestyle. I wanted to feel loved again. And during this horrific cycle of drinking, drugs, and sexual sin, I would have 2 more abortions. Suicidal thoughts became regular. I hated myself. I hated what I had become. I knew I needed help or those thoughts would become reality. I went and sat in a church and I prayed. I prayed, God, please help me, send me someone. At that moment, a priest walked into the church, and by God's grace, I reached out to him. As we talked, he gave me hope of pulling my life back together. He became my confessor and my spiritual guide. He later revealed to me that I was an answer to his prayers because he prays for women who suffer from abortion to find help and healing and come back to the church. This journey of healing would eventually lead me to a Rachel's Vineyard retreat where I experienced God's great mercy and forgiveness. I left there no longer bound by my past sinful actions, and I was able to forgive myself and, most importantly, acknowledge and grieve my children, John Michael, George Stephen, and Mary Elizabeth. In closing, I would just like to give a message for those who are standing in this crowd that may know someone or you yourself have had an abortion. Don't be afraid to reach out. Seek help. There is forgiveness and healing. And that's why I'm continuing to be silent no more.